more on the 2025 AI Summit. Let's go now to Nina Xiang. She's the author of Red AI. Great to have you on the program this evening. Of course, we know that technology is at the center of the emerging competition, particularly between the US and China. There are far-reaching consequences, though. In what ways do China and the US agree to cooperate on regulation?
Well, I think both countries are open and willing to cooperate on AI ethical standards, data governance, cybersecurity, and also AI's application in the military. But details really are lacking at this stage, and how much they can achieve in AI regulation together is still very much an open question. Some of the easier collaboration could include a Sino-US AI Safety Committee, or both countries supporting some joint UN resolutions on AI regulations.
And I suppose transparency is such an important part of this process too, in terms of how to regulate moving forward. And when it comes to DeepSeek, can you talk a little bit more about how it is redefining the race in AI and how global countries, are getting involved?
Right. I was expecting you to ask me about DeepSeek because it's been a talk in the sector and also at the AI Summit in Paris today as one of the central topics. So I think the lessons here are multiple. One of them is when the US decided to play gatekeeper with tech exports to China, we knew it was a double-edged sword that likely going to spur China's indigenous innovation. This has been actually playing out in the semiconductor sector gradually for years, but DeepSeek really provided a highly visible and dramatic example of how scarcity breeds innovation and tech bans can actually speed up progress. The history of tech development really shows that bans generally don't work. From the spinning machines to silk making, it's probably not going to be different with technologies like AI and chips.
What about the global south and areas like Africa? What is the future of AI in those sorts of regions, and how is China getting involved in terms of its smart cities?
Yes, China has been very aggressive pushing smart city technology in the African continent. China really views this technology transfer to Africa as a very strategic tool to expand its economic, technological, and diplomatic influence. By offering affordable, state-backed, good infrastructure on smart cities, China is strengthening its ties with African governments, embedding its technology standards, and promoting itself as a security partner to the continent. Of course, the US sees this development as a security threat and a geopolitical challenge to itself, and its concerns include the erosion of US diplomatic and economic influence in the continent. But really, despite these concerns, the US has struggled to offer a competitive alternative to China's solutions. So that leaves China to shape Africa's digital future together with AI technology, largely uncontested in Africa.
There's a lot of talk, of course, at the moment about trade disputes, but many say that the AI race is not just an extension of those long-standing trade issues, but a critical battle that could reshape the global power dynamics, hence why we have summits like we did today and the threat from global powers. Is that how you see it?
Well, so let's go back to DeepSeek. I think what DeepSeek was able to achieve made it quite clear that it's time for us to rethink how we talk about AI competition. The old obsession with brute force scaling and expensive GPUs might be missing the point. The usual metrics we use, like model performance and raw computational power, may no longer be the best way to measure progress. So we really need to find new ways to define what is AI competitiveness. Some have been arguing for pitting different AI models against each other in virtual battles or hypothetical tests. But whether that's going to be a real solution is still up for debate. To me, most of these methods just measure who has the biggest, shiniest hammer. But the real competition should be about what AI, essentially just a tool like a hammer, can actually build, not how massive or heavy this hammer is.
Nina Xiang, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.